What's up? So, I wanted to make a video, so I'm gonna. Um, Basically, it's just where I rant again for like 10 minutes or whatever, looking at my time and make sure I'm not going over. Oh, that's delicious. I'm just gonna rant about things that bug me. Number one, this was a big one. This happened actually today. I work at Walmart, and I work the photo lab, and it's kind of next to electronics, so I'll like run over there and help if they're like not a lot of people over there or something. And one day, I think it was today. No, it was last week before I went to Austin. Also, speaking of Austin, I have this dope hat for Ruby at the Coop, which was a pop up store they opened up for RTX, which I went to, which was amazing. It's not the point. So it was right before. What are you doing? Fuck. So I call this girl, and I call this girl. She calls the store, and she's like, "What's your prices?" And I was well, she didn't say it. She was like, "What are your prices of PS4s?" And I was like, "Let me go check." I don't fucking know. I barely remember the prices of most of our photo stuff. I'm not gonna start learning a whole new department. And so I walk over there and I find the price and I come back. I'm like, "It's this," and she's like, "Okay, how many you have in stock?" I'm like, "Well, all right." Let me walk back over there. We got two. Let me walk back over here, and then she's like, "Okay, can you hold one?" And I was like, "No." Here's the thing about Walmart. So if you're gonna call and you want us to hold a product, if it's under 50 bucks, we'll hold it. We'll hold it for like a day. But if it's an electronic, if it's like 200, 300, $500, no, we're not going to hold it. Because if someone comes in, they're like, "We want to buy all of these right now and we have the money to pay for it," we're going to sell them to them because they're here and you're not. You know, tough shit. Deal with it. It's first come, first served basis. If you want stuff to be held, then buy it on site to store and then send it to the store you want it sent to. Like, if you're gonna buy it and you want us to hold it for like 3 days, that's not happening. But if you want us to hold it for like 24 hours, we can think about it. Electronics that are in a cage doesn't work that way. We can't have it behind the counter. That's company policy. It's just how it fucking works. But I was like, no, I can't hold it. I mean, we got like two here, and we got a couple that are gonna be coming on the truck probably today. So like, you got enough. We're good. We got enough. Don't worry. And she was like, "Okay." And then she came in like 15 minutes later, and I was like, "Do you live local?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why the fuck didn't you just come in?" And I then before I said that, I was like, "Well, maybe she had to buy other stuff." And then I saw her cart and she had all her groceries. I'm like, "Well, you're gonna do your fucking grocery shopping anyways." Check. Fucking what's wrong with that? And then she said she was like, I'm buying my husband this PS4 for his birthday or whatever. And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "I hope he likes it." And I said, "Well, he better not hate it." $300 console. Even if I didn't like it and my girlfriend bought that kind of console for me, yeah, thank you very much. That's an expensive fucking console. I will use the shit out of that. I will if I don't care if I hate it. You went out of your way to buy it for me. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, yeah, I'll play it and I'll love it for like a year. And then once I've sufficiently dug my own grave, I'll be done. It's whatever. I'm gonna get another drink. Got my drink. Delicious. It's whiskey and Pepsi or something. it's it's Sam's Cola. Whatever. Also, I was at the airport because I was flying out, and I think airports have the worst. Everyone has complained about this, but my issue is airports have the worst marketing scheme ever, especially HMS Host, where I used to work at a turnpike rest stop. HMS Host has the worst idea ever. Let's mark up our prices like a lot, like a fuck ton. People will buy it because they have to. Fuck you. I will starve before I pay $8 for a burger with no drink and no fries. You can suck a dick. That's not happening. And that's about the reaction I got from a lot of people. People who lived locally near the Turnpike rest stop where I worked at Burger King would not come by. They just drive to Bellevue, where there was a Burger King, and they drive to Burger King, where there was just a They drive to Bellevue, where there was a Burger King. Just buy it there for like half the price. Our Whopper meal was like $8.95 for a medium. Give you a hint, it's like $6 for a medium regular. Like out of just any store or something. This was when I was 18, so it was like 5 years ago. And I would open the store. It was a 24-hour, so I would do breakfast, help do breakfast prep, make sure that everything was on, run the register, send food out, make food, whatever. And I was being paid like $7.75. I was being paid regular wage, and they were having me doing shift lead duties. I was like, fucking, give me more money. And when they said no, I was like, okay, fucking bye. I lived with my parents at the time, so like, it was whatever. And also, yeah, I was 18, but it was still in school. I was in school until 19. The year I turned 19 is when I graduated. Anyway, another thing. I use a vaporizer. I smoked for 6 years, and I didn't like that. And then it gets this fucking head off. I don't like it. I don't want to wear it anymore. I smoked for 6 years, and I didn't enjoy it. Smoking is a thing you don't enjoy. You just do it because you need to. It's hard to explain, but that's just how it works. 15 to 21 were my years. Yeah, years. After that, I found out about vaping about my 4th year into smoking, and I was like, okay, this is cool, and it tastes good. And I was like, well, I'll smoke and vape, because because I use zero nic vape, because I had no idea I had nicotine in it. When I had nicotine, when I learned that, I was like, bruh, need. Thing is, real quick, before you get all pissy, don't lump every single vapor into a group of people, because there are assholes. I will fully admit there are assholes. And if you are a vape asshole and you're just like, I just use it in the store because it's not smoke, fuck off and fuck you. You're a dick. Go outside. I don't mind going outside. Yeah, I could stay inside and go somewhere like a bathroom and vape and no one would even give a shit. But instead of doing that, I'm going to go outside and try and be away from a crowd of people. At the airport, for instance, there was this whole big like area you could stand in to wait for your shuttles, and I went to like the back of it to where nobody was standing, and I vaped there, and it blew like 80 feet. It wasn't 80 feet, it was like 10 feet. It blew 10 feet into somebody, and they got really mad at me, and I'm like, I am doing everything I can to not get it in your face, because no one likes that. And if you like that, fuck you. Like, it's weird. Stop. Especially if you smoke. If you smoke actual cigarettes and you hold them like this and it's right near someone else's face, you should get punched. My mom does that, and my mom would do that to my girlfriend, and it would drive me fucking mad. And every single time I'd be like, hey, mom, fucking pay attention. I don't care what you've been doing. Pay attention to things around you while you smoke. I don't care where you are. It bugs me. Because I really try to be conscious about where I am. Now, sometimes I don't know there's someone behind me, and anytime when I was in Austin, I'd vape, and there'd be someone behind me, and I'd be like, oh, I'm really sorry. Every time I would turn around and be like, ooh, like, if I saw someone, like, I'm really sorry, I blew it in your face, I didn't mean to. And usually they were like, oh, okay, like, you're not a dick. Just be conscious of the world around you. And if you're like, I will never forget, there was one guy I was at, like a shop, at a vape shop, and he was like, yeah, I love vaping indoors. I love just blowing a huge cloud and making someone walk through it. And I'm like, you're a dick. You're just a real asshole. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, don't me, you fucking ass. I wouldn't do that. I've had to tell a couple kids in the store. They're like barely 18 and they're just all over the store, and I'm like, hey, don't do that inside. Like, it's not smoke, and I'm like, yeah, but don't do it inside or I will throw you outside. I can do that. I work here. Just so you know, yes, our motto at Walmart is to help the customer, but if you're one customer making a problem for multiple customers, I have no problem removing you from the store. And if you don't want to move, I will get security to move you. I don't care. Be nice. You're in a public place. Act like you're in a public place. This goes for anybody. If your kid's kicking and screaming and they're under the age of 2, don't yell at them. The parent. Don't someone else yell at the parent to control the kid. They're under the age of 2. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're over the age of 2. You can kind of be like, hey, hey. Like the parent will be like, hey, hey, hey. I get it though. If they're over 6, no holds barred. You don't have to smack the shit out of them. Just go like, hey, shut up. My mom used to do that to me all the time in the store. I start yelling, screaming, crying about something. She'd be like, she'd grab me by the collar and be like, listen, motherfucker. She didn't say motherfucker. She was just like, listen, be quiet or you're just going to put you in the car. That's it. You're not going to be able to come here. You're going to be in the car. We're done. I'm not doing this. My mom would shut that shit down in an instant. Because that's annoying. That's annoying for everyone around you. Now, if you're the guy who yells at other people's kids, don't. They're not your kids. I mean, stop. Right now. On the subject of kids, I'm just bouncing off everything. These are the best segues ever. On the subject of kids, don't ever, ever, ever in the history of your fucking life get mad at somebody for breastfeeding in public. You should be ashamed of yourself if you do that. You are a dirty person, and you deserve a dirty, dirty beatdown. Not like sexy dirty, like just in the dirt, blood, dirt, everywhere. You just get your shit rocked. Because you are an asshole. Kids need to eat. Shut the fuck up. You don't get to make that distinction. I don't care. It doesn't bug me at all. It's never bugged me, and I've never understood why it bugs somebody. Like, there was a lady who was like in Walmart. She had kind of a blanket over the baby, and they're breastfeeding, and someone was like, just walked by but didn't say anything. And I just wanted to run over there with with the printer and just, fuck you. Not okay. Not fair to anybody. That mother's trying to feed her child, and you can deal with it. You little shit, fucking prick. I'm getting heated. You gotta take a drink, cool down. What? Don't scream at me. I'm busy talking to no one, dick. One of the other big things that bugs me, especially about retail, is there will be people around me, or there will be people doing something like, I'm not gonna explain this right. Okay, so let me find the example that I have. I was at work. I'm at the photo lab, and someone calls the photo lab and asks me, hey, where's paper, like copy paper? She called and she's like, hey, how much is copy paper, like basic copy paper? I was like, I don't know, let me check. And she was like, okay. And I put her on hold, and I walk over, and then I check it, and then someone else is like, hey, where's binders? I'm like, oh, they're right here behind you. There they are. It took me like 3 minutes. Found the price, wrote it down, wrote down basic copy paper, and then like the little packs. We have a pack of 550, or we have a pack of 200, and I'm just like, here are all the prices and everything. I take it up, and right before I pull it up, I hear her say, this guy's taking forever. And I was like, hey, ma'am. And she's like, oh, hi. And I told her all the prices, and she was like, cool. And I hung up, and I was like, fuck you. It was like 4 minutes. What world do you live in where things happen only in a 4-minute period, and that's it? If forever is over 4 minutes, that's a weird world you gotta live in. Like, I don't know. Why is 4 minutes forever? Now, she could be talking about something else, like a guy delivering pizza or whatever, but that doesn't make it as good of a video as it does where I think it's me. So I'm going to take it personally, ingest it personally, actually not give a shit, but then release feelings that make it seem like I give a shit. Because I was like, oh, fuck you. And then, like, whatever. I was like, yeah, fuck you. And then I just, go about my day. It's usually, the only other things that, like, stick with me are people who get, like, legitimately mad at me. Alright, what the fuck are you doing? Last one of Walmart shit. But, oh, this guy called me, and I was so mad. He called me. He's already flustered. And he's mad. And he's like, somebody told me there would be track phone cards for this thing by today. And I said, well, I don't see them, but we don't get our crate for it until later. He's like, okay, well, can you check for me if there are any on the truck? And I checked, and I was like, no, sorry, there weren't any that came in. And he's like, well, I guess I'll go somewhere else because fucking Walmart doesn't have it. And then he was like, I saw you were just sitting there on your phone, and he's like, and I was in there 3 times today. I saw you just sitting there on your phone. Like, I mean, 1, probably checking my schedule. 2, we also have MCs and TCs, mobile computers and touch computers. They look like a phone. I probably could have been on that. I mean, I've had customers yell at me for being on a. I've had customers be like, "Hey, can you get off your phone and help me?" And I'm like, "I am. This is what this device is for. To help you. It is not my cell phone. This is." I pull out my cell phone. This is my cell phone, not the thing I'm holding. Fucking moron. They'll ask me for help, and then I'll take my phone out. Like they're like, "Do you have this in store?" And on the Walmart app, we can check if it's in store. We can just search our store inventory, which is updated, I think, by like every other day or every day. I forget what it is. And so I'll take my phone out and do it. And they're like, "Hey, can you help me?" And I was like, "I am. Give me a minute. Prick. Chill." If I was going to use my phone and not help you, one, I wouldn't just not talk to you. My job is to talk to you. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I like this style. I like just ranting at a camera forever. It's fun. Hopefully I'll get this uploaded tonight. Alright. Bye.